The curse of the vegan weirdwolf. I was walking through the forest just about a month ago when I came across a naked man pacing to and fro. He looked a little anxious, so I went to say hello, but he was startled when he saw me and demanded that I go. He was getting very agitated, acting like a loon. He said I would regret it if I wasn't gone real soon. He pointed to the sky just as the clouds revealed the moon, and then he fell onto his knees before collapsing in a swoon. I didn't understand what had happened to this man. I knelt beside his body, but his body then began to change, a transformation, an aberration that I can only explain as terrifying. And I was crying as I ran, and as I ran, I heard a howling that chilled me to my bone. And as I ran, I felt for certain that I'd die out there alone. And as I ran, I saw a shadow up ahead and gave a groan, and as I ran into the werewolf, he dropped me like a stone. Now I was moaning on the ground as he howled and gave a roar, and he loomed above me, slavering saliva from his jaw. As I raised my hand, he picked my finger off, then spat it out and swore, "Fucking vegan," back the werewolf. I don't want any more. So I survived that awful night and the werewolf attack, and I made it to the hospital where they stitched my finger back, although it looks a little hairy and the fingernail's gone black, but I'm okay. As 1 month later, I enjoy a healthy snack and I sit back in the garden and listen to a tune, and I can feel it getting colder on this autumn afternoon, and the sky is getting darker, the night will be here soon, and then my finger starts to throb as it points to the full moon. Now I'm feeling really queasy and I think I might be sick, and my heart is turning cartwheels and beating really quick, and my body's growing bigger as my bones all give a click, and new hair is sprouting everywhere, very, very thick. My whole being feels a bloodlust I acknowledge with a howl, and the scent of life is everywhere, so sweet and yet so foul. And suddenly I'm in the street and letting out a growl, so silently and stealthily around the town I prowl. And as I prowl, I see the people running for their lives. And as I prowl, I hear the husbands screaming for their wives. And as I prowl, I smell their fear as my ferociousness arrives. And as I prowl around the corner, I get a whiff of chives. Now my howl is uncontrollable and my tongue begins to drool as I'm racing past the houses and the station and the school until I finally reach my quarry. It's a treasure full of jewels as I burst through the allotment and scatter all the tools. And I'm going on a rampage. I couldn't be more savage as I'm murdering the parsnips, the carrots and the cabbage. Decapitating cauliflowers, doing so much damage as I leave a trail of turnips and potatoes in the carnage. Now every month, the change will take me in the middle of the night, when the moon is at its fullest and it's shining big and bright. All the farmers and the grocers with their pitchforks try to fight, but there's no way that they can keep me from my vegetable delight. Because I'm a hungry vegan weirdwolf, with convictions way too strong to be deflected by defective carnage werewolves in the wrong. In a massacre of plants is where I know that I belong. So I'll make the kill and have my fill of veggies all night long.